Oh my gosh, this fucking blows. What are you doing? Son of a bitch. It sucks. This is terrible. I don't even know if you guys can even hear me. Can you hear me? I had the freaking... I was using StreamYard. I jumped off, and now I'm trying to use something else. And this is very hard to learn this shit on the fly. So I don't even know if you guys can hear me. That intro was fucking awful. And I apologize. But let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Because I have no clue if you even can. This is terrible. This is terrible. I'm very upset. So please let me know in the chat if you can hear me. With a cherry on top. Okay, they can hear me. Fantastic. Well, what's going on, everybody? Hope you had a great Tuesday night. Haven't been live on a Tuesday in a little while. Shut up, Rod. Leave my beanie alone. But I wanted to do something a little different. Asked on my community page what you guys wanted to see. A watch along, Q&A. Up most anticipated movies for 2025. And you guys wanted a Q&A, so I turned that into a new show, hopefully on the channel, that sticks around longer than other shows have lasted on this channel, because I jump around all the time and I never stick with anything. I'm not a very good channel. It's mediocrity at its finest. But Horror Movies and Chill is going to be a monthly show, once a month, where bring on a guest of my choice, or if you guys know somebody or want somebody on, I will bring them on. We're going to kick back. We're going to talk about horror news, horror movie updates, new releases, what's going on, you know what I mean? What's going on? And then Q&A from you guys in the chat. So any questions you guys have, feel free to drop in the chat. In tonight's episode, episode number 1, bringing on somebody who just celebrated an anniversary on YouTube, been on YouTube for 2 years. I was one of the first people to bring him on my channel on the Fauch Monster Cafe. Absolutely love this dude. No pun intended, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about Cody from Dude Who Loves Movies. My man, we're frozen. This is terrible.
Are you frozen? I mean, you're not frozen on my end.
Good. Just my fucking Chromebook. Because
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Because my son, he hooked up his 3D printer to my laptop, and I think he messed it up because it's been going really slow since he's done it.
Yeah.
But
yeah. This is kind of weird to get used to, man. I earlier, before I got in here, I put don't forget to roundhouse kick the like button on my phone, but then I keep seeing in this chat it keeps popping up. Like, I don't know, it's weird. It keeps popping up on my end. It's like I keep thinking, I was like, wait, why am I saying that? It's weird. But I guess it's something you have to get used to.
Yeah, this is so far, this is kind of confusing for me on this news platform. I searched, I found Restream is what it's called. It looks kind of similar to StreamYard, but StreamYard kind of was a lot more user-friendly. It's taken a little bit of time to get used to all the different logos that are here on this one compared to StreamYard, but I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So we'll see what we got going on. Let me get some background music going on here, unless it mutes us. My fucking speakers are terrible. I cannot hear shit.
Oh, so I can hear it. I can hear it pretty good.
Let me make sure it's not going through my.
I feel like we're walking through the through that rave and Blade in the beginning.
It would help if I probably wore some headphones. That would make a big difference, but I never do. I don't know. I don't like headphones, if I'm being honest. But I'm glad you're the first guest. You're celebrating 2 years on your channel. Congratulations for that. Like we talked about before we went live, I know you said you only posted 50-some videos in 2 years, and some of those are shorts. But it's for you, it's more of the quality of content you put out, and that makes you as good as you are and as entertaining as you are. So how's your journey been? Like, has a lot changed from the beginning, the very first video, to now, or is it kind of like still kind of same stuff?
It's pretty much the same, which I guess is probably not a good thing. But it's fun. You learn as you go. Like, times to post, what to post, or what, like what works for your channel, what doesn't work for your channel. Like for some reason, like comedies don't really work well on my channel, but if I post about Megan, it does great. It's weird. It's like random things. Chucky does pretty well on my channel. But anything comedy related doesn't really do so well. So I try to stay away from it a little bit. Yeah.
YouTube's weird. I mean, nothing really hits for me, so I'm used to just mediocrity, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm not here to make big bucks. Obviously, I make a little bit, but not that much. But it's more definitely the relationships that have been built, collabing with different content creators. Still waiting around on Garrett, to get the 4 Radsman thing going on. But he's a busy man. He got his own shit going on, so I totally understand.
I don't know, man. Whenever I talk to Garrett, he says that he's like, "Yeah, man, we're doing Rad Dudes soon." Oh, okay. He's like, "Yeah, me and Facci are talking about it." All right.
That's what he keeps saying. I just don't want to bug him, and keep you like, "Hey, man, when are we gonna do this? Hey, when are we gonna do this?" So, let me see. Let me check this out. Holy shit! Wow, this is so fucking slow. Wow, that's what the fancy people do. They bring them up on the screen like that. That is fucking fire.
It's crazy because like on on the side where we can see the comments, like it keeps replaying the comments. So I'm just like, oh, that's older. That's old. It's weird. I don't know.
Well, let's say some hellos. Lamontre, what's up, man? The other horror channel, what's going on? Big Rod.
I do have a quick question. Is the music too loud for you guys at home?
That's what I'm thinking. I can't tell because my speakers on this freaking laptop aren't working very good. Can you still hear it now?
Yeah, that's good. I was thinking it was pretty pumping there for a bit.
Hey, this is the we're having a rave over here, man. This is like Freddie vs. Jason cornfield.
Yeah, cornfield
right here. Let me see. Where'd it go? Nathan Mills, what's going on, man? Antonis, what's up? Brooke, how are you? Zodiac Z, Rosie, my darling, how are you? Eli, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Dang, there's a lot of messages. I ain't used to having this many messages. Thanks, guys. Adrian James, what's going on? Yeah, keep talking. It makes me look good. Gene Whitcomb, how are you?
Oh, I see what it's doing. So the top messages are on the top now. Remember, they used to come from the bottom.
Oh!
So that's why I was like, why does it keep repeating what I'm saying? Because I was all the way on the bottom, and they were like, it kept pushing it down. Okay, I see.
You're right.
All right,
Jason
guys.
from Backtrack Cinema, what's going on, man? Herbert, what's up? Gory Tiger. Tiana loves movies. How are you?
Yeah.
How's Canada? How's Canada treating you? Is it nice? Is it cold up there too?
I feel like it's cold.
It's cold everywhere, I think. Ashton, what's up? I'm thinking I got everyone. Aaron Click, what's going on? I think that's it so far. So if anybody got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We are gonna just talk horror news, talk updates. I'm frozen again. This fucking app sucks.
No, man, you're not frozen on my end, so that's good. That's good.
It has to just be my laptop then. All right, guys. I gotta get used to using all the buttons. Let me. You know what? I'm changing the background too because I want something like. Where's it at? There we go. Okay. Hey, Mel from My Killer Podcast. What's cracking, Killer? Okay. All right. Obviously, this past week, I don't know how in depth you are with the Scream news and how much you love Scream, but obviously we got some Scream 7 news. Yes, I didn't even notice. What an idiot. Obviously we got some Scream news. Sydney's husband's gonna be in the movie. Mm-hmm. Is it Mark Kincaid from Scream 3? Fuck no, it's not. They're not doing that. Patrick Dempsey is not in this movie. Which, I mean, it doesn't really bother me that much, but I know a lot of people are kind of upset about it. So they went with Joel McHale instead, ladies and gentlemen. Joel McHale. I'm going to be the first to say I didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming at all. And maybe he's bringing the comedy aspect. I don't know, because all the times I've seen Joel McHale, obviously he's bringing the comedy. He's not really too serious. So Does it bother me? Not really. But does it make sense? I don't know.
Do you remember he was in that horror movie with like Eric Bana? Remember it was like that. They were like cops, and it was like all at night, and there was like some kind of like it was like either a murderer going around or there's like some kind of like exorcism going on. Do you remember that? He was a detective, and he was pretty good in that.
I do know what you're talking about. I get a poster in my head, but I can't think of the name of the. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Movies. He was in It's a Wonderful Knife.
Oh, yeah, it's Deliver Us from Evil.
Yes. Oh, he was also in Becky too. I forgot.
Yeah. He was dead. Yeah, he was a real creep in Assassination Nation. Did you ever see that?
No, I have not.
Yeah, he was like a teacher or whatever that lived across the street that liked the high school girls.
I mean, is he wrong though? Is he wrong for liking the high school?
Is he wrong? What?
Because he gets older, but they stay the same age. I'm just saying. So he's not wrong. I mean, they still look good. He's just old. Okay, that's bad. That's a crime.
Okay.
Crime. Not me.
Fachi, God.
It's all Joel.
I have no comment on that, Fachi.
So
like, oh, sorry about that. I was like,
no, go ahead.
I actually really like him as an actor, but I think everyone's shocked because everybody was expecting it to be Patrick Dempsey, and even Patrick Dempsey was talking about it just a couple months ago that they're doing like their negotiations. So obviously negotiations didn't go well, and that's what happened. So they probably had to pivot somehow, and they're like, shit, they already said that she was married to a Mark, so now we got to use the name Mark. We just got to have a different last name, because they never really said what Mark it was.
No,
even though I think Radio Silence did confirm in like interviews and stuff that they meant it to be Mark Kincaid. But then if you think about it, if you actually watch the third one, they don't really have any like, there's nothing that really would insinuate that they would be together. I guess like at the very end, but that's I don't know. They don't really, yeah.
It just says, hey, come on, Sid, we're getting ready to watch a movie, and then that's the end of the movie. Yeah. So, or
I thought it was weird that they announced that he was going to play her husband. Like that was very specific that he's going to play Mark. Like, I don't know if they were doing that just to get it out of the way, or if it's all smoke and mirrors. It's the Scream franchise, and they got to trick us somehow. So, like, because like if you were to tell me he was in this movie and you didn't say his name or anything, he has Ghostface written all over him. Somebody who's like, he's very charming, very nice, and then all of a sudden he's the killer at the end. Or he's going to be somebody who's very charming and nice in the movie, and when he dies, it's going to be like a gut punch to us.
I don't know. Either way,
yeah. I say, but if he's the husband, I don't think he'll be Ghostface. It would make absolutely no sense if he's Ghostface. Being married for 16 years, then all of a sudden,
I hate you, bitch.
No. Yeah, that would be a long haul game there.
They can't do it again. I mean, come on. We had in the original, obviously, it was Billy, Sydney's boyfriend, and then in the second one, they tried to make it seem like it was Derek, her boyfriend again, which it turned out to not be. Third one, her brother, we didn't know she had. Fourth one, her cousin. I fucking hate that movie so much.
The fourth one's good.
I don't hate. Okay, that's the only movie in the Scream franchise I hate. I know a lot of people love it. I know it's one of the favorites in the franchise from a lot of people. Me, I don't like the killers at all. I don't like the look of the movie. I don't know. I just don't like it. I've never liked it since the moment I saw it way back in 2011, and I still don't. But I mean, I guess I get why people do, but I didn't.
Yeah.
The fifth one, we went with the boyfriend thing again. So I can't. And then the sixth one's obviously boyfriend's family. So it really couldn't be the husband or the boyfriend again. I mean, that would just be beating a dead horse. Yeah. It got to be somebody else.
Yeah, definitely. I Yeah, I don't know, man. If it's her husband, man, like poor Sydney, she's gone through the ringer over the years, man. This poor girl, and yet she's still going strong, doing whatnot, you know.
Find a nice boy. You're looking in all the wrong spots, Sydney. Come on. Jeez.
But you never know, man. They may have Patrick Dempsey, you know, they're filming, doing stuff, and just like again, like you know, in the world full of like spoilers and leaks and stuff like that, they
Yeah.
have to be pulling something out of their back pocket or something. You know, there's you know, I'm hoping for that, but then reality is going to be like, oh, okay, they were actually just telling us the truth, and then it's my fault that I got excited about something, you know.
And then another thing,
Because it's our fault that we think it's Mark Kincaid, you know. It's really our fault, you know.
They put it out there, and then they're like, "We're just
Yeah,
playing. It's actually Mark Evans. He's somebody else."
yeah,
You're like, "Oh,
yeah.
cool." But and then another thing, I thought this one was kind of gonna break away from 5 and 6, and then they bring back both Chad and Mindy. So kind of, I don't know what to think of that. I mean, I like them both. I really do like Chad and Mindy, more Chad than Mindy, but
I'm not a big fan of Mindy, and they're never going to get rid of her. They're never going to kill her off because they killed the Randy character off in the original ones. So I think they're trying to rewrite that as, okay, well, here's our Randy. We're keeping her this time.
And if they,
but she kind of, I don't know, she gets annoying to me sometimes. But I like Chad. But I honestly think Chad is the opening kill.
I think son of a bitch.
I think Chad will be the opening kill, and that gets Mindy to come out to help, you know, to help the okay, we need to kill blah blah.
Yeah, I just don't like. Sydney was in Seattle, right? I'm pretty sure that's where she was at this point in part 5. I thought that's where she lived in part 5. I thought it was Seattle. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
So she's gonna either they're gonna have to go to where Sydney is, or they're gonna bring her back to Woodsboro again.
It sounds like they're going where she's at, because it's like from what it sounds like, it's like her and then her family. So I think, and then because I've heard that it's going to focus on Sydney and her friends, and then her daughter and her friends. So I have a feeling they're going to wherever they're at. I don't think they're still in Woodsboro, but who knows?
I also wonder if this is going to be, well, since Sydney was barely in the 5th one and she wasn't in the 6th one at all. I wonder if this is going to be like another new trilogy, 7, 8, 9, or this is going to be a one and done, and then start over again or whatever.
If it makes money, then it's not going to be the last one. It's one of those things where I'm not the biggest fan of Spyglass, of how they're handling things. The reason why they didn't pay Nev Campbell is because they said that Nev Campbell doesn't fill the seats. It's Ghostface that fills the seats. So that's why they didn't pay her the money that she deserved. They're like, this franchise can live off of just Ghostface. And I think that was really bad of them. They said it publicly. Like, that is so dumb. And then, so especially when Patrick Dempsey came back, he probably wanted a certain amount of money, and they're like, absolutely not. So he's like, all right. So he dropped out.
And I mean, also, Patrick Dempsey's doing Thanksgiving too right now too. So it's hard to say. Maybe if he doesn't have the time, maybe he really wanted to do it, but he just couldn't make it work with the schedule for Thanksgiving. Or like he said, they weren't going to pay him what he wanted, and that was, that's it. Thanks for the offer, but no thanks.
Like, there's a lot of things that I like about what's going on, but it's just like I wanted to finish that Tara and what's her? It's not Sarah. Tara and Sam story, and now it's going to be weird if they're jumping 10 years. So it's like, well, what happened to them? You know, it's like, so like you can't really go. I don't know. I don't know. Unless it's a big thing where like they actually apologize to Melissa Barrera or whatnot, but I have a feeling that's not the case, because if they do that, I feel like people are going to be like, oh, this was all fake kind of thing. But
I can see that.
I don't see that happening right now. Like, I don't know. It was too big of a thing.
Hey, Lee McCoy from Drum Dums. What's going on? Drum Dums Extra. Oh, what's going on?
Drum Dum's Extras. Oh man, he's on the second page.
That's the
over
second channel. He didn't want to come on the real one because then people would be like, wow, he watches this mediocrity sometimes. Wow. So he went on that one.
His real channel's too cool for Facci. For Facci and the dude.
Real Drum Dums is way too cool for this channel. I'm not coming on that son of a bitch. I'm excited either way. I mean,
I'm excited too. I just have a little bit of bitterness taste in my mouth from it. It's just like, man, why can't we finish that instead of doing this and that, and then if we are doing it, like they should have just kept all the core 4 out of it, just so they can, if they do decide to continue the story 10 years from now, they can do that.
Yeah. By bringing some of the core 4 back, it's kind of like, I want to show some love to this side of the fans, and then I want to show some love to this side of the fans as well, trying not to piss off either side. Which I'm good. I'm good either way. If a Scream movie's coming out, I'm gonna be there. Either day 1 or day 2, checking it out. It doesn't really matter to me. Killer wise, I know who I want the killer to be, and I know who a lot of other people want the killer to be.
Stu,
you fucking hit me with the phone, Dick. Yes.
So
everybody wants
the thing.
Stu.
So Stu's my favorite. I would love to see Stu back, but I don't see a way he can come back without it like jumping the shark. Without it not, it has to make sense.
The reaction it would get.
It would have to have a really good. So this is the thing. We all want Stu back, but we're going to get Stu back, and we're not going to like it. We're begging for him to come back, and then we're not going to like it. It's just like how everyone begged for a Dumb and Dumber 2. We got it, and they didn't want it. Because they would have to have a great story of why he did it. And I guess if anybody is going to come up with that story, it's going to be Kevin Williamson.
Kevin Williamson, baby.
And I saw somebody ask, I think it was Ben, he asked what we think about him steering the ship. This is the biggest problem I have. They have Kevin Williamson directing the movie, but he is not a writer. What kind of that is dumb to me. I would be more excited for him to write the movie than I would be for him to direct the movie, because he's only written one movie, or he's only directed one movie, and that's Teaching Mrs. Tingle, and that was like back in like the early 2000s or 90s, and I haven't seen it, but
me either.
I don't know, but
I don't know. He brings back Stu, he'll make me tingle. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's what's going to happen. So
that's the one thing. Like Radio Silence was really good, but there were some questionable writing choices in their script sometimes. I was just like, okay, this was really good, but then they would throw random nuggets in there where I'm just like, that was an odd choice.
See, look at Mel. I want Stu back. I don't need it to make sense. I'm right there with you.
Okay, be careful what you wish for.
He's like, I was actually working as a janitor at Sydney's business. Oh my gosh.
And and then they're gonna start showing like clip. They're gonna impose them in clips from all the Scream movies. Like that.
He'll be in the back mopping up. There he is! Holy shit! So I knew he was back. He's always been here, cleaning up after us. This is incredible.
Because because in 7, no, not 7. I'm sorry, 6. They had the killer was supposed to be Nev Campbell related, or not Nev Campbell, but Sydney related. But when Sydney didn't come back, they had to scramble and make up these killers and do this whole thing last minute. So that's why Scream 6 starts off really strong, and then people hated the ending. It's because that ending was so rushed, because like, oh, we can't do our original ending, because it was supposed to set up for a huge thing for Scream 7. And I it would be nice to do that, but
yeah, what Blu-ray said, his parents helped him fake his death, and he's been living in the woods for a few decades. I've heard multiple people say that, but
I don't know,
for 25 years. And now
okay, but where did his body go?
They're rich.
I know, but that's the whole thing with, like in 6, people were not on board with the faking the death and switching the bodies and this like that. So I don't know. I would love to see Stu back, but I don't know.
We're gonna see. Lee, yes, this is Restream. It's a new streaming service to YouTube. So far, it's fine. I guess I just have to get used to it.
You know what I also wanted to see was, you know how Sam was seeing what's his nuts Skeet Ulrich,
Yeah,
Billy. You know how I thought it would be really cool if they worked in Mrs. Loomis in somehow, so we could get Laurie Metcalf again. So she was seeing both of them. I think that would have been really cool. To, you know, that'd be a cool way to do a callback and get her involved, because she is actually my second favorite Ghostface, believe it or not.
I mean, I do like Mrs.
I'm a
Loomis.
huge Aunt Jackie fan.
I was gonna say then Roseanne's gonna show up and then it's gonna get out of hand.
No.
So, who knows how that's gonna go? What did you like part 6? Because I know a lot of people kind of hit or miss.
I did. I liked it a lot.
I know upon first watch at the theater, I thought it was fine. Everything was great up until the third act, and the killer reveal came, and I was like, really? We're doing this?
Well, it was rushed.
But
the ending.
As I watched it more and more, I really, really, really enjoy Scream 6 a lot. I like Scream 5 more, but I do like Scream 6 as well. I don't know. I just don't mess it up. I mean, it isn't really being rushed, obviously. It's kind of taking a little while. So hopefully Kevin Williamson takes care of this, and he's working with the writers, and they can pump out a good movie, because it's good. If it makes money, they're gonna make another one. And
yeah, and there's a rumor that because their first filming location was at a bar or whatever with Mason Gooding, so and there's also rumor that Nev Campbell owns a bar or restaurant, so it's kind of a weird transition, like she went from helping people on like a telephone operator to writing a book, and now she owns a bar. But maybe she's just doing a small town living her best life. It's been 10 years, no Ghostface. So
yeah, you're right, Big Rod. Stu was saved by the coat of thorn. You are exactly right. They stuck him in a van and they drove him, and then they pushed him into his niece, and it's fucking gross. But that's what happened. I seen it. Blu-ray said, did the Scream franchise ever say who Roman's father was? I don't think so.
Roman. I thought Roman's father was Billy's dad.
Wait.
Yeah, because Billy's dad slept with Sydney's mom, and that's who his mom was, right? That's what I thought it was. Maybe I don't know. I haven't seen Scream 3 in a while, but I thought that's what it was.
It has been a while.
You know what? No, maybe they didn't, because they were sleeping together later on.
Everybody sleeps with everybody. Come on. It's fucking...
This is a stream where Facci gets canceled.
No. I heard... Oh God, there was a rumor they wanted to bring back Dewey, and I was like, how about no? Because he's dead.
Yeah.
So
even though I love Dewey, but it's like...
Me too.
How?
He's dead.
I know.
They actually caught him just in time, and they stuffed his guts back inside of his body and sewed him back up, so he's in good shape. So he's in a new movie.
Okay, Ashton, yeah, you're right.
What's up, Dean? How are you doing, Dean? I saw you in the chat. Sorry. What's going on, man? Danny, what's going on? Either way, excited for Scream 7. We'll see how it goes. Joel McHale's in it. Doesn't bother me. So just got to wait and see. When's that comes out? What? February? Is that January or February?
March. I think it's March of next year. I think March or February. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, cool. Aaron Click says, I think it's kind of arbitrary to bring Stu back. Let's bring back 96 cell phones for Scream 7. Sure. Bring back the cell phones from 1996. That's fine. Get the bag phones, too, while we're at it. Hook them up. Oh, another thing. Are we going to keep riding this Gale weather train or what? Like, one of these.
So
she better get killed.
So I have the small feeling that she was supposed to die in 6, but since they didn't get Nev Campbell to do 6, they were like, crap, we may not be able to get her to do 7, so we have to keep somebody alive. So I think that's why they don't show her alive, but remember, they kind of make the mention, she's going to be all right, she's at the hospital kind of thing. So I think they were going to kill her off, but then they added that in. just because they're like, well, we need some kind of legacy character here, and Kirby's not doing it for us.
Is she? By the way, she's not in the new one.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything
I haven't heard
about
her
her.
name mentioned. I mean, she does have the connection to Sydney, obviously, from 4, so maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But since we have talked about Scream, another horror franchise from that time period is coming back because they never stay dead forever. I Know What You Did Last Summer. It comes out this year. We're getting Jennifer Love Hewitt in it.
I'm excited.
Freddie Prinze. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I like Brandy in it too.
Is
here's
she in it for sure?
No. I don't. They haven't said, but I'd like her to be in it. This is the thing that bothers me with legacy sequels. What they do is they focus on the kids. I don't care about the kids. I care about the characters that I grew up watching. And this is what they're doing. Like Freddie Prinze Jr. already said that they're not big. They're not big parts of the movie, and it's like, and I assume it's their children, but I don't know. But that's what they do. Like they always they always focus on a new cast. It's like, I don't care about the new cast. Yes, I mean, you can have new people in here, but let's focus on these. Let's focus on our legacy characters. If it's a legacy sequel, let's do it up.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Matt from Mad Blood? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Oracle 684. Scream Mania is running wild. Oh my gosh, it is.
But I've been waiting since '98 for a third one. I mean, they had a third one, but I did not like that movie at all. And I like a lot of movies, and I did not like that one at all.
Don't talk about that one, my friend.
Another thing that kind of worries me is that it comes out this summer, and they just started filming it. I think.
Yeah, they just did.
That's a quick turnaround, so I don't know.
Rushed. I don't know if they're just trying to kick up nostalgia and they're hoping that drives people to the theater to see it. I mean, I Know What You Did Last Summer, but it doesn't. It's not as big as Scream, obviously.
It was second. I feel like
it was.
I feel like it was a good, people liked it a lot. But yeah, it wasn't as big as Scream.
I mean, you had a great cast in the first one. Jennifer Love Hewitt, freaking Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze. Can't think of the dude's name from fucking Roseanne. You know who I'm talking about? I can't think of his name.
Johnny Galecki.
Yes, he was also in Christmas Vacation. Good shit.
Yeah.
It was a good cast. And then the second one came along. Brandy.
Yeah, dude, I love Brandy in the second one. I'd love her to come back. But I think it's going to take place after I Still Know What I Did Last Summer, unless they completely wipe out that. I don't know if they've said or not.
No.
And it's like, is the killer going to be is he going to be related to Ben Willis? God. Or, we don't know who this killer is, why they're back. Well, I guess that's why you got to see the movie. But yeah.
I am his other son. Oh, cool. All right.
Ben's son, get it? Ben's son. When I was a kid, I was like, "Wow, that's great."
Ben Benson, get it? Ben's son. Oh my god. Yeah, but they're keeping the second one canon too, if I'm not mistaken. So
I hope so.
Technically, Ben Willis is dead, so it has to be somebody new. There's no way. I mean, they did do a little cliffhanger at the end whenever he comes out from under the bed, but come on.
See, so those endings when they do those cliffhangers, I felt like those were just grabbers. I don't think they really happened in the story. Kind of.
There's no way, because at the end of the first one, she went to take a shower and he jumps out of the shower, and then that never is mentioned.
Yeah. So I think those were just kind of fun little things for us.
See, Matt from Mad Blood says, I'm a sucker for the second movie. I think the ending is schlocky good fun.
Same here.
I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. The chase scene where Brandy's falls through the roof and the plants and shit. I like that a lot. They got,
growing up, I preferred the second one. I absolutely hated Jack Black in it, though. That was my first movie I saw Jack Black in, and I haven't liked Jack Black since.
Come on, man. He was so funny. He was, you want to buy some weed? He's always getting high.
Oh, man.
And he's trying to be Jamaican, but he's white. Oh, Dean says, where's the foot? We hit a boot. I know. speaking of that, Scary Movie's coming out too. So, I'm glad they brought the Wayans back. It's going back to the dirty, raunchy. Well, we hope the dirty, raunchy comedy.
This is my man. We have good topics here because I have something to say about it. Facci did not tell me what we were talking. He told me we were talking about horror news, but he didn't tell me what exactly.
I'm just jumping now.
So, Scary Movie, and I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but I have a thing about Scary Movie. So, yes, they've said that, the Wayans brothers are coming back. I believe they said Sean was coming back. I know Marlon is, but the backbone of that family is Keenan Ivory Wayans, the guy who directed and wrote the first two. He is the most talented one out of them all. So they need him to come back. Once they get him on board and it's official, then I'll be excited. I'll be more excited. Because I've seen Marlon do stuff on his own, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm just, for it to be good, it cannot. I mean, I didn't hate Scary Movie 3. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but I didn't hate it. I think Scary Movie 5 was really bad, if I'm not mistaken. And Scary Movie 4, I can't think of at the top of my head what it was about.
So 3 I liked, 4 was not so good, and then 5 I don't like at all.
So
5 the only part I liked in 5 was when at the beginning with Snoop Dogg and Mac Miller when they're talking about the cabin in the woods. Like, no, the movie with the cabin in the woods. Yeah, the cabin in the woods. Like, I don't know why I thought that was funny, but after that it just went downhill. And then the 4th one, it was more like War of the Worlds and this and that. And
that's what that one was. Yeah. Okay.
But the third one's pretty funny. I like the third one a lot with Simon Rex, who's the
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. He's like, I'm a white boy, but my neck is red. I put Miracle Whip on my Wonder Bread. And he puts on the hood.
You're right. We in the hood now.
Yeah.
Towards the hood.
Yeah.
And then that was all right. That was good.
I think this was in the 4th one with Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart, when they're like, it's the Brokeback Mountain thing, and they're like holding each other. Like, what are you grabbing? He's like, I'm just grabbing some nuts, and he has like the nuts. I thought that was funny, but I think that was the 4th one. But yeah, it's just not, and it's cool that they put Leslie Nielsen in them. But I think those are Mark Zuckerberg movies too, which he did Airplane and this and that. But I don't think he really got the horror movie. Like he didn't understand the assignment, I don't think.
Sydney, the TV's leaking.
Yeah.
1 and 2 are fantastic, and then 3's all right. Then it goes downhill. But hopefully this can bring it back. But if they're not going to bring it back to the way the first one was, then there's really no point of even doing it at all, in my opinion.
And I think they are, because he took a picture with Ghostface, but that could have been just to get people hyped. But I feel like people would like to see Ghostface, and I'm sure it's going to be about requels and stuff like that, but who knows?
Oh, you're right, Nathan. Yeah, Shaq is in part 4. Him and Dr. Phil, when they're
they're in the Saw.
Yeah. And then what's Brenda's sleeping with the fucking Billy the Puppets.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, good stuff. So, what else? What? I know I didn't get to see Wolfman yet. Have you seen Wolfman?
I've not seen Wolfman.
Me either. I wanted to go last weekend, but it ran out of time. So
I haven't seen a movie in theaters in a while. I realized I think Terrifier 3 was the last movie I saw in theaters, which is sad because I used to love going to the movies. I just for some reason time is an illusion to me. All of a sudden it's the end of the day. There's only 8 hours in a day now, 3 days a week, six months a year. It's wild, man. But I do want to start going back to the movies for sure.
You're not wrong.
There's something about I haven't watched anybody's review except for Mel's, but from looking at people's thumbnails, it looks like a lot of people are not liking this new movie.
Yeah.
But I have a weird feeling that I'm going to like it. Like, it might be just a little different. I'm also somebody who liked the new Crow movie. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it.
I did too. So.
Oh, did you? Okay.
You're not alone.
Yeah. I know Mel liked it as well. And Mel, if anybody go watch her review on Wolfman. She does a really good review, a spoiler-free review. That's why I don't like watching reviews, even spoiler spoiler-free reviews. I do not like watching them, but I was like, I'll see what Mel has to say. And she did a very good spoiler-free review without giving anything, and I mean absolutely anything away. She kind of just made it like she made me want to see it more. Like it made it kind of like turn down the haters. It's one of those things where it's like if 1,000 people say a movie is bad, I'm like, I really want to see this. But if somebody says this movie is really good, I'm like, I can wait for that. It's it's weird. So like to hear somebody, and me and her kind of like the same things, but it was a really good video. If you guys want to see it, like she really built it up with like a different lens, I should say. Like she went into it, I think, with an open lens where everybody else is just like, this isn't Wolfman I know and like this and that. But I think it's gonna be cool.
I'm probably gonna wait. I'm probably gonna just stream it at this point myself. But I definitely want to check it out. Usually, like you said, for me, I'm kind of usually on the opposite side of the tracks recently when it comes to these movies. Like Terrifier 3, everybody loved it. I saw it. It was good, but it's just not for me, I guess. I didn't love it as much as everybody else.
I thought it was really fun.
I don't know. I like Christmas horror movies, but that one just didn't work for me.
Well, there was a movie that came out recently that I wasn't a big fan of, and I was I was sad that I didn't like it. Oh, the one with Josh Hartnett. I really wanted to like that. Yeah, I think so. This is a dumb reason not to like it. So I go to a lot of concerts. So watching this, I was like, everything he was doing, I was like, that wouldn't be allowed. Nope, he wouldn't be like it. I never watch movies like that, but I did for that movie, and it took me out of it. But that's me. That's a me thing. So
there you go. Fuck it. I can't get it right.
Oh, so we're back in the Blade Ball.
The music is so sensitive. It left a long time ago. Mel said, "Thank you, dude, for the compliment."
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
So I'm gonna wait for see that. Did you see Nosferatu?
I haven't seen that yet either. And it was one of those things where it's like, as soon as like I was like, oh cool, I love that they're not showing him, but I knew as soon as the movie came out on Christmas, it would be all over the place. So I already know what he looks like and everything like that. So now I don't know. I kind of want to see Wolfman more than I want to see that, but we'll see. I want to see them both. I'm so behind. I just watched Strange Darlings for the first time. I really like that.
Everybody liked that movie a lot too. I thought it was fine.
So Strange Darlings, I feel like it doesn't have movies that I love is movies that I can like put in and watch over and over again. Where I feel like Strange Darlings was good, but the rewatch factor isn't as appealing as another movie. Or no. But The Substance was a movie I absolutely loved.
There's another one. That's another one everybody loved. I watched it and I was like, it's good. I'm not gonna watch it again, but it was good.
Oh man, I like that. And Maxine. Maxine's another movie I really like that people didn't like.
Maxine, on the other hand, I really, really do like. I like that one a lot.
Oh, that's good. She got Betty Davis eyes.
She does. Movies are hit or miss for me. They really are. Movies that people think I would really love, I don't like that much, and then movies that people think I would hate, I like. It's weird.
I saw you saw Sonic 3, right?
I did. But
how was that? Everyone says it's the best one out of them. I've only seen the first one.
It is the best one for sure.
Is it? Oh, okay.
One. Yep. It's weird. You get like emotional about a movie about a fucking cartoon hedgehog, but they did a good job.
Hey man, I'll tell you what. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I almost had to leave the theater because I was crying so freaking hard. And then I got some yahoo being like, but nobody died. I was like, get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Died.
Yeah, I was like, only thousands of animals died. I'm a huge animal lover, so maybe it affected me differently. That storyline with Rocket and his pals there ruined me, man. Did you see the movie?
I have not.
Okay, well, I'm sorry if I ruined it, but man, it got to the point where I was like, I think I have to leave. Like, it was getting bad, man. Like, I've never cried that hard in a movie. Well, maybe during Marley and Me, that was pretty sad, but.
I cried at the end of Halloween Ends when they killed Michael in the fucking meat chopper, but that's just me. Don't do it. No! And his head popped like a grape, and that was the end of that. Yes, Nathan says Sonic 3 was dope. It was fantastic. Sonic 4, I kind of knew that was coming. 2027. This one made the most money of all of them. This had the best ratings from the critics and from the audience. So they're only getting better.
Yeah, I thought the first one was really fun, but I like those. I like those fish out of water movies, and I kind of like the hybrid with the animation with a person. In like real life, I like that. Where I know a lot of people don't like that. Mm-hmm. So I know that in the second and third one, they kind of move further away from that, don't they? Don't they kind of aren't they more in like Sonic Land? Like I'm not good with video game lore, so I don't really know. I just show up to watch the movie, so maybe that's why I enjoyed the first one so much.
In this past one, there's like no cartooning aspects about it at all, really. It's just,
okay.
Everything's in the real world.
Okay. The one thing is, dude, Jim Carrey is classic Jim Carrey in those movies, so that works for me. So I think him being in there really is like it makes you feel like a kid again. I'm like, oh, it's classic Carrey. Like like I said, I've only seen the first one, but the whole scene where he's like dancing or whatnot, like I was like this. Like I felt like a kid watching Jim Carrey again in '94.
And then in part 3, you get 2 of Jim Carrey because he's in it as himself and his grandfather. So
that's funny.
Double Jim Carrey. He's really, really good. I'm assuming he's not going to come back for the 4th one. I'm assuming he's probably not, but
I don't know, man. He's
I love it.
He's all about those movies. Oh, Aaron Clicky says something about Hatchie. I have that movie, but I have not seen it. But I know the true story about that dog, and it's very. I can see where the movie would be really sad.
Blu-ray says the movie Mask and the movie Wonder with Jacob Tremblay are 2 movies that made me cry.
Oh, dude, Wonder is sad too. I like that movie, Wonder.
Motionless Zombie, what's going on? Ghostbusters Afterlife made me cry towards the end.
Same here. When I saw it in theaters, but I feel like all the grown men were crying in the theaters, and everybody else was like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, I don't know. But it's just, I think it was very emotional, especially if it was your first time seeing. I don't know if it's as sad if you watched it a second time at home, but man, when you first did you see Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
I don't even know if I've seen the original Ghostbusters movies, let alone that one. Hey, don't be saying that, man. Come on. Just saw Die Hard, okay? Leave me alone. I'm doing the best.
Oh, Mel. Oh, I see Mel died. Mel cried during Mel cried during Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Good. So I'm not the only one. Big Rock, yeah. Hook, man. Rufio. I wish I had a father like you. Is that what he says? He's like, yeah. He's like, I wish I had a father like you.
I'm not heartless, but I can't remember. I don't remember last movie I cried at.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not heartless though. I swear.
I actually like crying during movies. I don't know why. If a movie makes me cry, I'm all like, "This is a good movie." I guess it's like get it on. Yeah, Mel, you're still alive.
Still alive. Woo! Fuck yeah. Shoot. I gotta scroll back up. I saw something from.
I will, Aaron.
I saw Blu-ray Addict drop. Oh, he said, "Are you guys looking forward to Gremlins 3 and Goonies 2?"
So here's the thing. And I'm sorry. I'm like taking over the stream. I just have a lot to say about this.
You're here for it.
So the thing about Goonies 2 and Gremlins 3, I would be excited for it, but I feel like every 3 to 5 years we get an announcement that they're working on Gremlins 3 or a Goonies 2. So Once they actually start filming, then I'll get excited. And as long as it's practical effects for the Gremlins.
Dude, but
I can't do CGI Gremlin.
They're going to focus on their kids probably, and I don't know. We don't care about them.
I know. Yeah, it's going to be a legacy sequel about their kids.
I don't care about Chunk's son, okay? I don't care. Unless he's going to do the Truffle Shuffle too, then maybe. But are you a big fan of the original Goonies? Because it's one of my favorite movies from the 80s.
I do like Goonies. Yeah, I think, did we do a watch-along on your channel? Okay, that was somebody else. But yeah, I like the Goonies a lot.
Goonies is fire. Aaron Click said The Wild Robot made me tear up a couple times. I've heard that movie's really good.
Yeah, I've heard it's super freaking good. But I heard it's a tearjerker, and I was like, all right, I could use a good cry. Usually I cry in the shower listening to Ed Sheeran, but I'd rather do it during movies.
Yeah, I cried at stupid shit like watching Transformers, and they thought Optimus Prime died. Yeah, a little teary-eyed. Sad.
Are you talking about the cartoon or about the new one or the newer one?
The newer ones. My wife's like, "You're an idiot." I was like, "Shut up, shut up, man. He's dead." Oh no, here he comes. He kills everybody again, like he does every single movie. Let's see. The only thing that blue balls me more than Gremlins and Goonies new content is Friday the 13th content. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No update on the TV show. No update on movies. It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
No, sorry. And like, it's bad when they've had like 4 Friday the 13th days that is with no announcements. Like I feel like last year had 2 with no announcements, and then the year before I don't think there was any announcements during those, and we only have 1 this year, I believe.
It's not good. We were supposed to get a Halloween TV show. Talk about that has totally died off. I'm assuming there wasn't any traction when it came to that, and kind of put it to the wayside.
Which one had an announcement of having like a whole universe? Was that Halloween or Friday 13th? Like, remember, like I think it was Halloween, and like on Halloween last year, they like had this big announcement that there's going to be like this combined world, like something like that, where they're going to have TV shows, movies, and they're all going to mix together, something like that.
I remember hearing that too. That's just stuff to get us to get excited and keep our mouth shut for a little bit. I mean,
well, it's just like, okay, so in March, guess what kind of news is going to come out in March? They're going to be talking about a Leprechaun reboot, but we're not going to see it. And then next March, guess what? We're going to hear about a Leprechaun reboot,
I've been hearing about that though. I don't know. Can't say I'm excited, but
every March they say it. The news will drop about, they're working on a new Leprechaun movie. They want to reboot the Leprechaun movie.
Yeah, Blu-ray, you are right. There was the Jason Universe announcement, which just was a bunch of merchandise and shit. So that doesn't even count. That's just to try to tide you over,
Wait, what is it? You said it was a
Jason Universe. It was called a Jason Universe, but it was just like new merchandise coming out. I think like comic books and whatever. They're just trying to pump out something to people, hush people down a little bit. Yeah. Aaron Click said, I did hear Darren Sands from the Slaughtered Lamb complains that there's too much screaming in the Goonies, but I just saw it again at my local theater, and there really isn't that much screaming in it. There really.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say? A Slaughtered Lamb said what?
The Slaughtered Lamb movie podcast. The one of the Darren from the podcast says he doesn't like the Goonies that much because there's a lot of screaming from the kids. I don't remember. I mean, there's a little bit.
I mean, they're kids. If they weren't screaming, it's not like Texas Chainsaw Massacre where everybody's screaming nonstop.
Fucking Sally, shut your mouth. Come on, put a gag in her or something.
It was more the one dude in his name, not Philip.
Franklin.
What the hell? Franklin. Yeah, my God, it's like
I can't even use my clips because I don't have them. So just picture Franklin dying. It's good stuff. So since you don't go to the movie theaters, you're probably not going to go see this next movie I wanted to talk about. Hard Eyes, new slasher coming in February. We don't got too many Valentine's Day slashers except for obviously My Bloody Valentine, regular, the reboot, and Valentine. Which I'm a little bit of a sucker for that one. Saw that with my dad when it came out way back when.
Oh, dude, I bet that was awesome though.
There was 4 people in the theater. So,
dude, that's the story I hear. Everyone's, oh yeah, I remember seeing that in theaters. I was the only one there. It's like, man, no wonder it didn't do well. Everybody was the only one there. I did not see that in theaters, but I really liked that movie. I rented it and I was like, this is cool.
I like the mask. I like the get up. And it kept me guessing. It wasn't that obvious who the killer was. It's fine. I forget when that came out. Late 90s, early 2000s. One or the other.
It was early 2000s. It was like, I feel like that was the last movie in the Scream era of horror movies.
Then it shifted the fucking like remakes and Saw and Hostel and oh, okay. Yep.
Well, Hard Eyes is I'm going to the theaters for sure. It's not that I don't want to go to theaters. But I'm going to make because I love slashers, so I want to definitely give this movie my money, even though it is
Yes.
it is Spyglass.
Oh, take my money. The chat is excited for Hard Eyes as well. There ain't nobody in the chat right now that says they ain't interested in seeing that movie. A new slasher. Come on.
It's cool too. It looks like that he can, or whoever's under the mask can control the eyes. So like so they can turn them on and off. Because they're just on the whole time. That'd be weird. Or it would be like I'd be like, I think it would get a little silly over time. But I think it's cool. Like I think it'd be cool to have like a dark scene. Also, and you just see the eyes turn on. So.
Fuck yeah, Mason Gooding's in it. I'm a sucker for him, obviously from Scream. So definitely excited to see this movie. We need. We got Art the Clown. Obviously, I'm assuming he's an icon at this point. I mean, everybody knows who he is. So, they're trying with John Carver from Thanksgiving. I don't know if he's going to reach that status.
I feel like these movies are going to be a great double feature together. Hard Eyes and Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. I feel like those are going to be a good. I feel they're going to be on the same level with each other.
It all depends what they want to do. I mean, every horror movie leaves that stinger at the end. So, is he alive? Is he dead? But obviously, if Hard Eyes comes out and it makes a lot of money and it does well, it's gonna have a sequel. And it'll probably turn into a franchise. Because
it's got Devon Sawa in it. I'm a big Devon Sawa fan.
Fuck yeah. Yes.
And Jordan Brewster or whatever from
Jordana
Fast and Furious.
Yep. Yeah. So it got good cast. I mean, the trailer might have gave away too much, which we should be used to it by now because that's what they do for the most part. It showed a lot of the kills. I'm hoping that there's more on top of what they showed us. But the ones that we did see look pretty fucking sweet. So, fingers crossed that Hard Eyes knocks it out of the park. And it keeps us guessing. It looks like it's going to be like a whodunit type of deal, which is always a plus. So, could be the start of a new franchise. We hope so. Because, if it's good, it keeps coming back. Obviously, Scream. I know what you did last summer. Halloween. Well, not Friday the 13th, but you get my point. One day.
Chucky's kind of on a break right now, so I gotta...
He's on break. He's tired.
He's on break.
I did see somebody ask if we're interested in seeing Threegan 2.0.
I am.
I didn't like the first one, so...
Jesus Christ.
What?
I'm a big so Chucky's my favorite.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the killer doll movies, I'm very, very picky and very judgmental. And so a lot of things I do not like. Like I don't like demonic toys. I don't like stuff like that, even though I should, but it's because Chucky has built such a big pedestal on there. I don't think anything's ever come close to Chucky except for Megan. I thought Megan was really cool. Design-wise, I don't think anything's come close to Chucky except for Dolly Dearest. I think that was a great design with the looking, how it was looking real and creepy. But I am excited for Megan, the new Megan. There's a rumor that they're going to do a Terminator 2 on us, where Megan is going to be the good guy protecting the girl and the mom, or the girl and the aunt from a new threat. Because remember, at the very end, Megan was still in the computer or whatever. But then remember that guy. Remember that guy who worked there sent over the file of Megan to somebody else. So there's going to be, and this is just like, I just heard the small little thing, and this is just me making stuff up. So so I can see this other company making this doll. And this doll comes after them, so they have to get Megan into another. So she builds a new Megan doll, and I have a feeling because I think they want to have the same actress play Megan, so they're going to make the Megan doll even bigger to go after this bigger threat. So we can still keep that same actress. That actress who played Megan, the physical, that girl, that's amazing that a kid could do all that stuff. So I'm really glad that they're bringing her back, and I think that's what they're going to do is make the Megan doll bigger to go after this bigger threat. But again, it's just rumors that they're doing the Terminator 2 thing. And after I heard the Terminator 2 thing, my mind was spiraling. I was like, this is what they can do. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey,
but they're being hush-hush about that. But that comes out actually in this summer. So we should be getting a commercial soon. or a trailer soon.
And I just watched Terminator 2 the other day, and God, is that so good. So if Megan 2.0 is like Terminator 2, I'll be there.
I also heard that they're going more action for the second one. But again, these are all just rumors.
Mel says, so are you interested in Companion?
I don't know what Companion is.
I delivered the poster to the theater. From the way the poster looks, it looks like another AI robot type movie thing. Are they is Companion copying off of Subservience? Is that what they're calling?
I really dug Subservience. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I remember you telling me, like, I got to tell this story. So I posted that I watched I can't think of it, Subservience on my stories, and I said it was like Hand the Rocks the Cradle meets Megan. I loved it. So anyways, it was like maybe 3 days later, or maybe 3 or 5 days later, what's his name contacts me. He was like, hey man, did you say you saw Subservience? I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I thought when he was saying that, between the time that I said I saw Subservience, all of a sudden everybody and their mom was talking about The Substance, and I had no idea what The Substance was. So when he brought that up, I thought he was talking about The Substance. I was like, no, man, that's somebody else. But then I remember I contacted you. I was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I did like that movie a lot. I thought it was Megan Fox's best role. I thought it was really good. It was very, and I liked it was more a slow burn than anything too. But then it got very Terminator. Like the first Terminator at the very end, man. I thought it was a really cool movie, and it's on Netflix for free if you guys, or not free, but I thought it was really good.
I just thought it was going to be a stupid, cheap little AI movie, but it was good.
But yeah,
Megan Fox was great.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of those '90s those '90s thrillers, like those obsession thrillers. So it was right up my alley. So.
Yes. Blu-ray Addict says Death of a Unicorn looks like it's going to be an awesome A24 movie. I did like the trailer of that. It looked really good. So
who is in Companion? Because I think I remember, I haven't seen the trailer, but I think like before, like when they play ads or something, it's like a girl and a guy and they're shopping in a grocery store, and the guy is somebody I know, and I was like, oh, blah blah blah, but then I can't remember. Like, it's not Miles Teller, but it's somebody, and I could be totally wrong.
Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid. Yeah. So I've seen the beginning of it, but I don't know what it's about.
What's up, Ryan O'Lashell? What's going on, man? Welcome.
Speaking of Jack Quaid, he has a movie called Novocaine that looks pretty good.
Novocaine. Yes, Blu-ray. The wife in Subservience was in Hand the Rocks the Cradle.
Yeah, it's the daughter from the Hand the Rocks the Cradle.
Big Rod says he thought Longlegs was a Spider movie for 4 months.
And she was from The Nanny. Dude, I thought Longlegs was going to be a Spider movie too. I haven't seen Longlegs yet, but I remember when they kept talking about it, I was like, is this going to be I kept saying, is this going to be a Spider movie? And so I was like, oh no, it's not. And I kind of lost interest. I still want to see it, but I own it actually.
Movie Metal Rock.
Sting?
What?
Did you? Speaking of Spider movies, did you see the movie Sting?
I did see the movie Sting.
Did you like it?
It was fine. I
really liked it. I really enjoyed it.
Infested better. That was a French.
I have not seen Infested.
A French spider movie. More on the realistic side of spiders, and
really,
yeah, made me itch my skin for the whole time I watched the movie.
All right.
So yeah, I'm afraid of spiders. So it's creepy as shit.
So am I. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of spiders, but I like watching spider movies when they're done right. I don't like the Sci-Fi Channel's ones, but I actually did like. I thought Sting worked pretty well. It was like a mix between Arachnophobia and Aliens. But take that with a grain of salt. I feel like people are going to see them. That's nothing like Aliens, but but I feel like it was like we're on the same kind of like tone.
Motionless Zombie says Companion is a more adult version of Megan. Okay.
Oh, okay. So they are actually making a movie called Soulmate, and it's like with like the number 8, and it's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like a 90s thriller about this guy who gets a adult doll that's AI, and take adult doll however you want to, but she ends up killing him. So yeah.
Okay.
But so now we're gonna. So I'm not the biggest fan. It's weird. I'm not the biggest fan of AI stuff. Like I don't know why. Like sometimes when it gets too futuristic, I lose interest. But and I, AI, I'm just like so whatever. Like me, when it comes to AI, I like Smart House. From remember the Disney Channel back in the day.
Yeah.
With Katie Seagal, she like turned into the evil house. But Megan, I like it. So like if they keep doing it, I don't know how well I'm gonna like it.
Smart House. We'll see. Ryan Merriman, classic.
Yeah,
classic.
Man. Out of nowhere, they just start dancing to that 5 song or whatever.
Come on, it's like having a party. Like, watch this.
Yeah. Wow. They all do the choreograph. I was like, man, if I were to do that now, someone in the back would be like, loser.
Smart House is a classic, though. That's definitely one of my favorite Disney freaking made-for-TV movies.
Same here, man.
That one, I love Brink. Brink was good. I love Brink.
Brink's good, yeah. Brink and Under Wraps.
Under Wraps. Blu-ray says, did you guys watch that new low-budget Peter Pan horror movie? I have not.
Dude, I didn't even know it was out. All of a sudden, I thought a trailer dropped, and then all of a sudden, everybody was reviewing the movie, and I was like, "Oh, the movie's out." I didn't even know that the trailer came out. Like, did it just drop out of nowhere?
It was just they mentioned it, and then it only had a 3-day run in the theater. I think it was like the 13th, 14th, and 15th, and then it was out.
Wow.
And it isn't on streaming yet, so I don't know. You think after they put it to streaming like immediately after the little baby theatrical run, but
where is it? Where is it on?
What streaming?
It's streaming as like on like a Tubi or something. Not a Tubi. I didn't mean. It's not. Oh, I thought you said it is streaming.
No, not yet. I'm waiting.
Okay. I see.
Waiting for it. I mean, it's in the same universe as Winnie the Pooh and shit. So,
dude, when they showed the pictures of David Howard Thornton as Steamboat Willie, oh man, that looks bad. I was just like, wow, man. But then it's also I'm probably gonna really like that movie.
He does lots of cool things, and then I saw that picture of that, and I was like, oh Jesus. Liana, what is going on? Thank you. Just a super chat to be nice. Thank you. And then she followed it up with another one. Thank you again.
Wow.
Why is it there? You are. You're just a beautiful human being, and I chose some clips, but I don't have any. So next time I'll have more clips. It was a pain in the ass to try to get them on here. All the sites I used to use when I would go on, copy links from YouTube, and then go to another site and download them. I couldn't get it to work, so I couldn't have any cool clips. And it's my first time using this software, everybody, if you're just new or just joined. So
what's it called? Restream?
Running smooth.
It's called Restream?
Yep.
Yeah. I was saying it took us a little bit to get used to it and get started. So I can only imagine what it was like for you. Like at first I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, the features that this has I like. StreamYard didn't give me the option to put the chat on the screen. So I think somebody asked me if I was using OBS earlier, which is probably why, because the chat's on the screen. But no, I am not using OBS. We'll see how this goes.
OBS. Old dirty bastard.
Old dirty motherfucking bastard. I will. Holy shit! I will. Liana, what are you? You're crazy. What are you doing? $9.99 super chat. Just drop it in quick. Have a great night, all. You didn't have to do all that, but I do appreciate it very, very much. Thank you very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Everything I get ever goes back into the channel. Obviously, software, new mic, whatever. So thank you. Not that I'm a huge channel or anything. So
I'm thinking about going live soon. It sucks. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to start 2025 with lives, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, we're getting rid of StreamYard. It's too expensive. This and that. I was like, great. Now I have no idea what to do. Like I don't like after StreamYard. I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I did an Instagram live Friday night, I think it was Friday night. Did Instagram live at like 2:00 in the morning, and people seem to enjoy that.
Liana, you just got 3 out of the 5. The YouTube lets you put goals in there, how many super chats you want to hit. I always put it there. Nobody ever does it, but I put it there anyway. And you just got 3 out of 5. So thank you. That's 60%. I said if I got 5 out of 5, I was going to do My Bloody Valentine double feature watch along, which I don't know if I even have the time to do it, but I'll do it if it happens. I'd watch the OG and then the remake back to back. They are two of my favorite movies, so
they are good.
Totally cool with that. And it almost is Valentine's Day, so you know, maybe My Bloody. I go back and forth, dude. I think My Bloody Valentine, the original, is my favorite. But what if Hard Eyes comes out and it's just a banger and it just jumps it?
That'd be cool. See, that's what I hope for. I hope for the newer, like when a new movie comes out, I never hope for it to be bad. I hope for it to be an absolute banger that I can buy a new Gutter Garb shirt of or something. You know, like get that shiny steelbook or that nice slip.
Nice.
And like, you know, get like dolls of it and stuff.
Nice shiny steelbook. Don't you freaking get me going. Oh my! I've been trying to cut back, dude, because they were getting pretty expensive. So,
well, that is just like, again, talking about Mel. Mel has another video. Sorry, I was just watching these videos last night. She has another video where she talks about all these things coming out, and I agree. It's like I've been so behind this whole year, just because so much is coming out, to where it's like I've been buying like some of the bigger items, like, you know, like the Hitcher and stuff like that. But I think like the last like movie I bought was the 94 Crow when that came out. I was like, I got that. I've been very behind. Oh, and I got Long Legs, but I haven't seen
it. That's my camp usually. I've got that movie, but I never watched it. Like Army of Darkness, I've had that for a year plus and still never watched it, and people give me shit about it that I haven't watched it.
Man, it's one of those things that when I go to watch a movie, I think it's because like my job is like mentally draining sometimes. So when it's time for me to watch a movie, I don't want to watch something new because I don't want to fall asleep during it. So I watch something that I'm used to. So it's always like Friends or something. Or if I do watch a movie, like if I have 50 movies to watch and I can't decide, I always put in Child's Play 2.
You and your freaking Child's Play 2. It is the best in the franchise, so you can't beat it. Last one I just got Stir of Echoes Steelbook.
Oh God, I saw that Steelbook last night on Mel's video, and man, that's a really cool Steelbook. I thought it was like going to be a special like overseas release or something when I saw it, but no, man, it looks like it's Lionsgate. That slipcover is really cool.
It's legit.
What's
that called? Lenticular. Yeah. Yes.
So I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but I feel like inside the Steelbook it shows like the picture of it is like a spoiler, isn't it? So because I was looking it up last night and I was like, man, that looks like a spoiler. If I remember correctly, that's a spoiler.
Hold on, let me see. Now you make me want to look at it.
Have you seen the second one, the Rob Lowe?
I have not seen that one. Where the fuck are you? There you are.
Let
me see. You said inside the cover?
Yeah, no, yeah. So if you open up the Steelbook inside, isn't that like behind? Yeah. Do you see the picture?
It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, that's kind of a spoiler.
Yeah, it's a spoiler. Like when I saw that, I was like, "Dang, man!" Imagine people watching this movie for the first time, like, "Oh, okay," and they put it in, and they're like, "Oh, well, I already know what happens." You know, it's in the Steelbook.
A little bit.
That's what I thought.
Watch lists are long.
Be careful if you buy. Yeah.
Aaron, you're not wrong. Watch lists are long. There's so many hours in a day. Starting a new movie late at night doesn't always work out the best. Honestly, recently all the new movies I've been watching, I start them probably like 11 o'clock at night, go for, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes, stop it, and then finish watching it the next day.
See, man, sometimes I can't do that, man. I have to watch it all together or else I lose my I can't say the word. Mimosa.
You lose your mimosa. You lost your mimosa.
Yeah, I lose my mimosas. Yeah, I lose my mimosa. Man, it's been a long day.
Fuck you, Terrifier.
Momentum. I lose my momentum.
Momentum.
My mimosas. Oh my god.
These fucking mimosas. Blu-ray says I like Stir of Echoes more than The Sixth Sense. I agree.
I think that's what what killed, or that's what hurt this Stir of Echoes, is that people really compared it to that, and they kind of marketed it like that just to, go on that.
But it was Kevin Bacon.
Get on the wagon. There was what?
It was Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Everything's better with bacon.
Yeah, man, I don't actually like the food bacon, but I like Kevin.
You don't like the food bacon?
I'm sorry. I know.
I feel like we've had this conversation before.
That's a hot take. I like turkey bacon, but not regular bacon. So.
Hey, man.
I heard there's beef bacon too, but I never had that. I don't even know what that fucking is.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't fucking know.
Money talks. I just saw something about money talks.
Money talks and bullshit walks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. I thought somebody mentioned the movie Money Talks. It's like, I love that
What
movie.
about Blank Check? That's a good movie.
Oh, I love Blank Check.
Dude. I was like, I want to be that kid. I want to buy all that shit.
And they had the water slide.
Even though all that shit costs more than $1 million. I'm just saying.
I know.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
He bought
a house. He bought. Yeah, he had a lot of cool stuff, man.
He bought a house. He had a freaking limousine driver all the time.
And then he goes on a date with an adult woman,
and she kisses him.
Yeah, like
that's not happening.
That's right up FACCI'S alley right there.
What the fuck? No, I do not like kissing little boys. If that's what you're saying.
No.
No.
I'm talking about your Joel McHale line earlier.
Okay. The only little boys I kissed are my kids, and that's it. So, no other little kids. Fuck creeps. Fucking gross motherfuckers. Yeah, Hard Eyes. Going to see it next. Wait, that comes out what? February 7th? Yeah.
Well, dude, it's going to be. I still have December calendar up, and that's a December calendar too. Dang.
Yeah. You're living in the past.
I'm living in December, guys.
We couldn't let Christmas go. Couldn't let it
go. I don't have my shit together over here.
It's okay. He's gonna start live streams one of these days. One of these days he's gonna get on it. And he'll have more people watching him than I do. So
no.
It's good enough.
You've had a bump in stream tonight, man.
This?
Yeah.
We had a lot of people here tonight. So thank you guys for.
It's been. It's definitely been fun talking these things, man.
And I didn't cancel on you this time like the other time. So.
This guy cancels on me every day.
Fuck no. I didn't cancel twice in a row now.
No, so. Yeah.
You were on for Christmas Vacation Watch Along, right?
Yeah, that's the last one I did. But we were supposed to have a.
Yeah.
we're supposed to do a couple things that.
Little Giants Watch Along.
Dude, yeah. So one day I even got on YouTube and it says our live was coming up right now. I was like, what? I was like, so you must have been just pushing it back. And then I looked up and there are people in the chat being like, is this today? And I was like, I didn't say anything. I was like, you never said anything to me.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. All right. It happens. I just thought
you didn't like me.
No. Fuck no. You're one of I fucking invited you on when you were fresh to the YouTube game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was I was on the first episode of Fotch. Was it Fotch Monsters?
Fotch Monster Fotch Monster Cafe.
Cafe. Yeah. Is that still a series you do?
No.
No?
Quit. I told. That's what I said at the beginning of this. We'll see how long this goes because I usually quit. So.
Yeah. No, you did those for a while, but yeah. And then you and I were both on the first episode of Davey, Late Night with the Davey.
Yep, he's still going strong with that. I don't know that many people, and I don't know. I didn't want to. I just gave up on that.
I feel it would make me, if I had like a weekly show like that and I needed a guest. I feel like lives would actually make me very anxious. Like people canceling. I was like, I don't know. I feel like it would make me anxious.
I mean, I've seen a couple times that Davey was doing them, and I think he did say the person canceled, so he just went live and just did like a hangout session or whatever.
Well, that and I feel like, have you ever seen that SNL skit with Chris Farley, and he has like a celebrity, it's like a talk show. He's like, remember that time when you made that song? That was really cool. Like, and he was like very bashful and stuff. I feel like that would be me. Like, not bashful, but I'd be like, I wouldn't have anything to say, and I'd be like, remember when we made that video and you said, that was fun. And then like, I'm like, oh man, what else should I say? Oh, remember Kindergarten Cop? That was funny.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Thanks for being in the chat, everybody.
I've only been here for 3 minutes. Yeah, I know. We're done. Have a nice night.
I know.
Yes, the 90s were an amazing time. I wasn't a teen though. I was just like, me and Cody were just kids. We weren't teens.
Yeah.
It was still good though. 90s
were awesome, man.
80s was good, but it wasn't alive. So, well, we were alive, but not alive to enjoy it, I guess. Yeah.
Facci and I were our brothers.
Yes, or we're the same age. Wait,
you have November birthday, right?
July,
and I'm June, so I'm older than you.
Fuck.
Right? I'm June 20th. You're July
13th.
July 13th?
14th.
14th. All right, man. So
we were our mom carried us at the same time. He came out first, and then I just hung around for another month, and then I
Facci has always looked up to me. I'm somewhat of a role model to him.
He's probably taller than me too. So there you go. I really do look up to him. Big Rod born in July 1981. Let's go. 1981. Okay. So you're an 80s baby too. You got to live through the 80s.
I know. It was probably cool to be around the 80s though. To experience all that stuff.
Back to the Future, motherfucker.
I'm just glad that we were around in a decade that was cool. We got to experience one of the cool decades.
I mean, yeah, because then you're like, oh, I grew up in the 2000s. You're like, cool.
And in my humble opinion, it was the last cool decade. But I think everybody says that about their decade, or their decade. Oh yeah, man.
And now we're just old.
Yeah.
I really don't feel or seem old, but
back when waking up stiff in the morning was a good thing.
Well, yeah, sometimes it happens. Cody calls Facci little bro.
I call him Little Foch.
Little Foch.
Little Foch.
That's a porn name. I'm just kidding.
Foch and the dude. Little Foch.
We can make a TV show. It'll be like buddy cop movie.
Uh-huh.
You ready to go bust some crimes? Yeah. So, what do I got coming up? Next week, Davey Death Ray's on. Not this show, but the channel. We're gonna finish off the franchise fights from the 32 franchises. Now we're down to 16. Me and Nick from Lost River Drive-In dwindled it down. So me and Dave, you're gonna finish it, and we're gonna come up with the best horror movie from those 16 franchises. I don't know what it's gonna be. There's a lot of bangers. So definitely come back next.
Child's Play still alive?
I want to say yeah. Let me see. I think so. Where the hell did you go? Child's Play. Why are you being a dick?
You hit me with the phone, dick.
This fucking never works. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. Child's Play is going up against the original Candyman.
I think it might win, but people really like Candyman, and it's on people's minds right now, so we'll see.
I do like Candyman. I do.
I like Candyman. I like Candyman a lot too, but I love Child's Play.
That's gonna be a good one. That's a tough one. Some of these are. I mean, we got Scream going up against Silence of the Lambs.
Wow.
We got Predator going up against Jaws.
Oh wow.
So, Halloween going up against X. So there's some matchups here. Don't disappoint me, chat. Whenever we do this next week, hopefully it appears the same way. Hope. But yeah, this first episode, horror movies and chill. We just talk about horror movie news, updates, upcoming horror movies, what we've seen, and then whatever else we fucking bring up. It was a perfect guest having on Cody, the dude who loves movies, on a 2-year anniversary of his channel. This proves I don't hate him. So that's two shows that debuted with Cody. So definitely don't hate him for sure. Thanks everybody in the chat. The chat was bumping tonight. I will give you guys that. You guys were great. I think we reached 30, maybe 30. That's good for me. So I appreciate that very much. I didn't know how the show was going to go. Cody, pleasure as always. I don't even think I have any cool videos to leave. I just have to like end it because I don't have stuff. But like I said, thanks
come on,
everybody.
Come on over to my channel. Subscribe if you'd like.
Yeah, if you'd like to. He does one video every 320 days. So he's definitely going to have a video coming up at some point.
I'm in the middle of editing a video now. It's almost done.
See? He has a video he's editing. It's coming out soon. Go over there. Links in the chat. Links in the description box. Go subscribe to Cody of Dude Who Loves Movies. And I hope everybody has a banging night, Cody. Pleasure as always, my good man. And I'll be back episode 2. I don't know who my guest is going to be, but maybe somebody big, maybe somebody huge, maybe Donald Trump. You don't know. You don't fucking know shit. Maybe. No, I don't know who it's going to be. But appreciate you guys. Have a good night and hit the like on the way out. Greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the night, everybody.